Guys, let's try take two. I'm still switching my phone, the Wi-Fi on my phone, to another Wi-Fi in our house. Hopefully that will solve the problem. Cameras, I'll put my camera in. All right. I have to go out on my computer as well and go to the new one. Hopefully everybody made it back. Say hello. Say hello when you come back in so that I know that everybody made it back in. I'm so sorry. Hopefully we're going to be good now. I went to a new we have like 5 Wi-Fis in my house because my husband works for Cisco, the telecommunications company. So I just switched to a new one. All right, so now we're going to pull this off. I'm just going to do it little by little, like I said, because if something, this is where my ink mat would have come in handy. So right there where the blue is in the end, you can see that it came up a little. So I'm just going to lay it back down and then just go over where it came up. I think my H as well. What do I have an alarm on for? Oh, goodness gracious. Still have a little bit in my H. This is why I want to keep my colors out so that I can fix these little areas. That one seems okay. It seems like it's just the blue. And again, this is where my ink mat would have been really good because it would not be lifting up from my my space right now. I don't think I have an ink mat handy because I decided not to use them. That all looks good. A little bit of my H. It looks like only the blue. Hi, Elizabeth. It's interesting that it was just my blue. I wonder if I put these on the top. If this will be enough weight. Put that down so it won't lift up when I'm pulling. Actually, I can hold this. Hi, Carla. I think it was the R. Up here. This is where I have to watch because this is where I start getting ink all over the place. Now I'm going to do the word power before I pull that all up. Thank you. Hi, Michelle. I'm running out of room. I need to put some paste away. I'm also going to put a towel down over where it's rolled up, because as I pull this off, it's going to lay down. Where's my green? We're good. So that's the part we're doing right this second. I'm going to wipe my fingers off. Hate having to push my start date, so looking forward to starting. I know, Brenda. It's only a week away. Only a week away. We're getting there. Hi, Marlo. Hi, Vicky. So now what I'm going to do, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up all these pastes, because this is where I really get in trouble, because my cord always goes in my paste, and I then get it all over the things. So let's clean up these pastes real quick. I'm going to need these squeegees again, so I got to clean these all off. It'll only take me a minute. That gives this time to dry too, and then I'm going to use my heat gun to dry it a little more. Marlo, Brenda is dying to join. All right, we're going to put that over there.
Alright, I will be back around dinner time.
Okie dokie. Love you.
Love you too.
My youngest is leaving to go to his mother's to drop her dogs back off. They're away, and he brought her dogs over to play with our dogs. Oops. I'm so bad with chalk or ink. I get it all over the place. I don't know why. I guess I get the chalk all over the place too, but the chalk dries faster, so it doesn't really matter where the ink doesn't dry unless you dry it. Pam, I know. Everybody's excited to join. Everybody's waiting for the first. Hi, Norma. So everybody's going to wait for the first to join. One more, guys. Hi, China. All right. They're all clean. I'm going to turn my heat press on again, because I think I'm going to... My heat press automatically turns off after... China, you're going to join too? That's so exciting. All right. I'm going to use my heat gun to just dry the ink a little bit. You can use a blow dryer. On fabric, I find that a heat gun works better. just because it dries it faster so you're not sitting here forever. And you want to dry it so that it doesn't smear when you heat set it. So if you don't have an iron or a blow, not an iron, you need an iron. If you don't have a blow dryer for some reason or a heat gun, I would leave it overnight. This is not a pillowcase, Marlo. This is our canvas banner. I am definitely going to have to get more colors of ink because I'm running out and we're not even halfway through. Halfway through the sentence. Hi, Linda. Hi, Leanne. Uh-oh. My heat gun and my... I don't think white's going to work. My heat gun and my heat press do not play nice in the sandbox together. They do not like to be on at the same time. You have 3 colors? That's okay. You could do this with just 3 colors. I don't want to get close to my transfer because it will melt my transfer. Hopefully I didn't already melt it because I wasn't. Hi Terry, wasn't paying attention. Okay, we have the mat. Oh, where's my mat? I just had my mat. Does anybody see where I put my mat? There it is. So for those of you who were not on earlier, I use a heat mat because normally you would have to do both sides, but the heat mat distributes the heat from the mat to the back. So it actually, thank you Katie for sharing. Here, let me take this off. So it actually does both sides at the same time. So you don't have to flip it over and do the other side. All right, so I'm going to lay my parchment paper down. Please do not ever use wax paper. Wax paper will melt. I am saying this from experience. It does not end well for the wax paper, the iron, or the project. All right, I'm going to put my heat press on. I'm going to pull my transfer further away because this is really hot. It's right now 350 degrees. And I'm just going to put my arm on it and press the green button. The green button will count down 30 seconds. You sprinkled, Terry. I'm assuming that you said mean shared and not sprinkled. But you could have sprinkled happiness. So what I do with the heat press, you normally only have to do 30 seconds. So I do 30 seconds twice. And when I say 30 seconds twice, I don't mean 60 seconds. I mean 30 seconds twice. So I do that for 30 seconds. I'm going to lift up my thing, move my heat mat over. I have the largest heat mat, so wish there was a bigger one. And then I'm going to put this down and I'm going to press start. And we're going to do that one for 30 seconds. I hope you didn't lose me again, did you? think so, Brenda. Maybe I'm just not moving. China, I'm doing ink. So you want to heat set ink. Got it. Because of French Bulldog. We got our code words, our code words. All right, so now I'm going to go back and I'm going to do this one for 30 seconds. And I say that because I don't want it for a full 60 seconds. I want it for 30 on the other part, and then back to 30. And I'm not pressing down, I'm just placing my arm on it so it gives it a little bit of pressure. I'm going to move this back over. Thirty more seconds. Can you use chalk on canvas? Yes, Elizabeth, you absolutely can use chalk on canvas. If this isn't going to be anywhere near water, you absolutely could have used chalk. I could have used chalk. I just chose to ink because I know people like to see how to ink. So that's why I did ink. All right. So these are heat set. These are now permanent. And we have a red dot in the middle of Endurance. I don't know how that happened. And it's on there permanent. So we have a red dot in the middle of Endurance. Or Be Your Best. All right, so this is where I'm gonna, yes, this is fabric. This is canvas. This is where I'm gonna get a little fancy schmancy. So I am going to put some parchment paper over this. And I'm going to roll this so that I can move it up so that you guys can see the next part. I'm going to move this up a little bit. Got to fold this a little so that I can put my next word down. This is hot too, just so you know. Very hot. All right, so that's down. Actually, I might need that up. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my backer. Now, I never normally put backer. Oh, hi, Joan. Alabama newbie. Would you like to join? Oh, wow. So I am going to start putting my backer on now. I don't normally put my backers on when I still have ink or paste on it. But what this is going to do is it's going to prevent me from getting ink on, well, can't roll it back that much because this has to go down. It's going to prevent me from getting ink on the other side that I rolled up. So, and you put it on the shiny side so you can, take it back off. So the shiny side you can absolutely wipe off. All right, so I'm now going to figure out why I have stay. This isn't working. I need gold to go down. All right. There we go. I think we got it. So I'm going to go across this again like we did the other ones. Make sure there's no air bubbles because I did pull this up. So let's get pulled back just a little more because the top of the dream is not. I'm going to roll this out more. Can you guys see? I'm going to make sure I have all of my air out. We don't want any air bubbles whatsoever. As you roll this, it will lift it up a little bit. So that's why I had to go back and do some air bubbles out. Let's do this blue. Now, dreamin' big are one word. Well, obviously they're not one word, but they're one saying on here. So I'm going to do them in the same color. And again, when you do the ink, you do not want to press down hard. If you press down hard, it will sometimes cause your colors to bleed. I can't see if anybody, guys, you got to give me 1 second so that I can scroll the screen up. My backer sheet is actually blocking my screen, so I can't see comments. So give me 1 second to answer. I don't want to stop in the middle of a word. Okay, I'm going to scrape off my excess. Make sure there's no lines. All right, and then I will scroll to see. Hello, Joan. Marlo, I'm sorry you have thunderstorms going on there. Joan, you sent me a PM. Okay, as soon as I am done on the live, I will do that. Joan, what the difference between ink and chalk is that the chalk is semi-permanent. It can be removed after it's dry in case you want to change your design. Now, obviously, if you're doing it on fabric, you're not going to be able to take it off. So as far as fabric is concerned, we could have done chalk on this and it still would have been permanent, but there is a chance that it can run. Whereas the ink, once it's heat set, it is permanent. You can throw this in the washer. You can throw it in the dryer. You could throw it in the pool if for some reason you wanted to. I don't know why you would want to, but thank you, Brenda, as well. I have blue all over my fingers. So I'm probably going to need the blue to go back over, but I needed to wash that the squeegee because it got all over me. So I'm going to try and do this, the gold in silver. I'm hoping that the silver will show up. If not, we'll have to go over it with something else. It looks like it may show up. A lot of times on lighter colors, the lighter colors don't show up so well. Like white is one of my colors. I'm definitely not going to do white on this, even though this is like a tan color. But this is my shimmer, so I thought the word gold and shimmer would look cool. And I think I'm going to do Victory in gold shimmer. Marlo, you're not yelling at me for anything, are you? Marlo likes to yell at me, not remembering that not only can I not see her, but I can't hear her, even though she can see and hear me. But when I'm doing something or I forget something, she yells at the computer, and then she realizes that I can't hear her because she's yelling and I'm not responding. And then she types it. Or I realize it, whatever she was trying to tell me. Maybe I can telepathically hear her in my brain, because I go, oh no, I forgot to bring this up. And Marlo will comment that she was just yelling that at me. All right. Never give up. Let's do that. Oh, let's find curry. Hi, Cindy. I love that you ladies also say hello to each other. Like, it's like you guys have become like virtual friends watching me do lives, because, you know, a lot of the people on are, you know, repeat watchers, and it's great. I love to have people come on and watch all the time. That means that either they like me, or I don't know, they have nothing better to do all the time. Hopefully it's that they like me. Never give up. I am so excited. Marlo, did you, and Cindy, did you guys, were you guys on when I gave my announcement? China, I'm telling you, it is so addictive. It's so much fun. It's so relaxing. That's why sometimes I stop talking, because like I get into this like chalking or inking trance, and I forget that I'm actually on with people. I love it. It's absolutely one of the best things I ever decided to do. Oh, you love me, Brenda? That's so nice. I like when people love me. All right. Let's do teal. Hopefully I don't have a lot more letters or words, because I'm running out of Yep, the heat press is going off. I'm running out of colors, and I really don't want to repeat a color. Well, you know that Zachary went back to school on Sunday, and he has his own apartment now at school. And he also has the biggest room besides my bedroom in the house. And I was cleaning his room because, of course, yes, Mom, my room's clean, and no, his room isn't clean. So I was cleaning his room, and I was thinking, like, he has the biggest room in the house, and he's not going to be here because, one, spring break, he probably won't come home. Like, school shuts, and he has to leave the dorms, but he doesn't have to leave because he has his own apartment. Christmas break, he'll probably come home, but not for the whole time because, again, he has his own apartment. Spring break, probably won't come home because he's at his own place to live. He graduates in March, so he's going to stay until August, till his lease is up. By then, I'm assuming he'll have a full-time job in the city. So he'll probably find another apartment in the city. And I have this big, huge bedroom that's only going to be used maybe 4 weeks out of the year. So I called him up and I said, how do you feel about me moving your bed and TV and dresser, because they're really the only things that he uses, down to where my office is so that Scott and I can share your room as offices? And he said, that's fine. So now I'm getting a bigger, better office space that I'm going to share with my hubby because he works during the day and I work at night with the Couture. And, but I'm going to wait until the dream box comes. Once the dream box comes, we'll put it together, and then we'll put it together up there, and then I will transfer everything up there so that it's not a mess like it was down here when I moved down here. So I know, isn't it exciting? Whew, okay, only 3 more words. All right, so I'm not going to take this off yet. I'm going to do these 3 words. I'm going to do victory in gold. Sorry, you guys can't. Let me, there we go. I know, I'm so excited. The only thing that may coincide is Alexis mailing all of my stuff when she comes over on Mondays because she does it during the day. But I'll figure something out. And Scott leaves tomorrow for Las Vegas, so I am home all by myself tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, because Colin is watching his dad's dog. So I think I'm going to work on everything then. Tuesday, we're going to have our very exciting what is a dream box? You guys don't know what a dream box is? Oh my goodness gracious. A dream box is a crafting organizer. It's like organization on crack. It opens up to be 9 feet wide. It has a table. It has all kinds of bins for you to store everything. It's beautiful. It has a light on top. And then you can fold the table back in and you can close the doors. They open 3-fold. You can close the doors and it just looks like a regular cabinet that is like 42 inches wide. So it really is like craft organization on crack, to be honest. Or steroids, on steroids. There you go, on steroids. It's so beautiful. If you have a chance, search up Dreambox, scrap box Dreambox. they started as for doing, you know, things for scrap paper and so that you can organize that stuff. And they've just expanded in to all different things. They have it for sewing. They have a sewing one. I can't even say enough. It's amazing. Actually, I think I was going to do my gray first. So I ordered it 2 weeks ago. It takes about 3 weeks to get shipped. Once it's shipped, it's sent to a shipping company actually picks it up, not like FedEx or UPS, like an actual tractor trailer, and they drop it at your curb because it's a crate that is 650 pounds. So at first I got nervous and I'm like, how the heck am I going to get 650-pound crate down my basement steps? And then I realized that it is in separate boxes. So the boxes are only about 65 pounds each. So it should hopefully not be a problem. So I'm so excited. I can't wait to get it. Yes, it looks like an entertainment center when it's closed. It's just, you have to look it up. If you've never seen it, you've got to look it up. Now, there are ones on Facebook that they're advertised for like $100. Do not purchase one of them. They use the Dreambox picture. It is a scam, and most people, nobody that I know has ever gotten their product. But they also have not gotten their money back. So it is a huge scam. You know, somebody's on there selling them for between $100 and $200, which is a shame that we have to worry about scams anymore. But that's unfortunately the world that we live in, with everything being online and, you know, not going to the store and physically picking it up. So we are almost done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pick this up by this end so that I don't have to go all crazy over there. I'm going to pull it up slow. And the reason I'm pulling it up slow is because if there's any place that it didn't get where it was supposed to, I can just lay it back down, like the little top of my G here. Lay it back down. Ink it, pull it back up. The gray looks fabulous. Oh, I was just gonna say the gold looks fabulous, which it does, but I missed. Well, I didn't miss it. It came up in some spots. I closed the curry up. Ugh. Now I forget where it was up. Oh, OMG. Silver. I'll close this over too. I knew I was going to need them. All right. So now here I go. It just went right on my backer. It just went right on my backer. And then I will take that up to wash it, and then I'll clean the backer off. After I wash it, I'm going to put all of my squeegees away. I'm not, however, going to put all of my paste away because there are a couple spots that it did come up that I'm going to use my paintbrush on. You can't really use a paintbrush on with chalk, but with ink you can. So my silver up here at the end where I was taking it off, it's kind of hard when you get all the way to the end and it, you know, that you have no sticky left, so you have no choice but to take it off. You can't lay it back down. I mean, you can lay it back down, but you have to heat set it first, and then you'll want to line up the letters. So luckily with ink, I can just use my paintbrush. Marla, we can't do a drum roll until we show the whole thing. I have to heat set this off first before we can look at the rest. And if you notice, I'm sure you notice, because it's pretty noticeable, my P, the ink got underneath. So, hi Kara. Thank you, Pam. I'm gonna try something. We'll see if it's gonna work. We'll see if I can match it. And then I have a little bit of the blue. I'll just use this for the silver. So let's clean that off. So now I'm going to heat set this. And you may say, well, why? Is it just me or is the P and up running together? Yeah, that's what I just said, Brenda, that I have to fix that. Normally I would try and fix it with a board eraser, but because there's so many words under it, I don't want to risk smudging it. So what I'm going to do is hopefully one of my off-whites will match the off-white of the canvas, and I can just paint it with that. But it ran because I had an air bubble. So that's what happens when you have an air bubble. I must not have gotten it down all the way, or when I was, so that's another reason why you want to use your ink mat, because it holds your project down. So if you, it's okay, Brenda, no big deal. If it holds it down, so if the project does slide, it doesn't come apart from the transfer. So, but I didn't use one because, I don't know, because I just didn't. I think I forgot, and then somebody said it, and then I was like, yeah, I really don't need it though, because it's a big project. So now I'm going to dry it with, I'm sorry, Brenda, if that sounded like I was being snooty. I didn't mean to, I was just saying that's what I was explaining. So I'm sorry. Now, if you're wondering why I'm going to heat set that to make it permanent when I don't want it there, it's because it'll be easier to try and cover it up once it's dry. If I don't dry it, then there's a chance that the yellow and the other color will mix together. And then that's only going to make it worse. And the reason I'm drying this before I heat set it is because if you don't, when you put the iron on it with the parchment paper, it could run or smear. And we definitely don't want that after all this work. All right. Whew. Oh, good, Brenda. I didn't mean it to sound like how I felt it came out. So I'm going to get another piece of parchment paper. Haha, look at that. I happen to have one here. I'm going to put it on top. And, oh, first I got to turn my heat press on. And it's got to warm up. It's probably down a couple degrees. And then we're going to heat set this bad boy. And then it's going to be permanent. And then we're going to fix the P because it is going to fix, right guys? Power of positive thinking. It is going to be able to be fixed. Come on. I have a little bit on the edges too. That I can actually probably do with my board eraser if I knew where it was. If I only had a brain. I do not own the rights to that song. Gotta say that or they're gonna shut me down. Where is my board? See, and this is why I cannot wait for my dream box to come. because I will not have this stuff all over the place. This is just a piece of the board eraser. All right, we're ready. All right, 30 seconds. Because you have a few small oopsies, I think you should send it to me. Hi, Susie. That's cute, Pam. Or Brenda. So Pam, what you're saying is, or I don't know why I keep calling you Pam. Brenda, what you're saying is I should do a giveaway, and the giveaway should just automatically go to you. So now remember, I do have a heat mat underneath this. So I do not have to turn this over and heat set the other side. If you don't have a heat mat, you would have to do both sides with the heat press or your iron. With an iron, it is 4 minutes on each side. With the heat press, you're supposed to just have to do it for 30 seconds. I like to do it for 30 seconds twice, and that's not 60 seconds. I know it sounds like 60 seconds, but it is 30 seconds on one part, 30 seconds on another part, then go back and do 30 seconds on the other part that you did. I don't like to do 60 seconds because I want to I want it to be broken up and make sure the other one cools a little bit and it gets heat set again. Everybody wants it. Oh, goodness gracious. You know what, guys? Guess what? You can buy the transfer and the canvas. And you can do it. And I can watch you do it. That would be fun. I hardly ever get to watch other people. So now we're going to move down here. Ooh. Ow. Watch your heat press because it's hot. I mean, not your heat. Well, your heat press is definitely hot. Your ink pad or your heat mat is really hot. Oh, Marla, what are you sad for? Yes, China, you can use a regular iron. You just have to do it 4 minutes on each side, but the steps are all the same. You do it with the parchment paper. You have to put the parchment paper in between, but it's 4 minutes with a regular iron. You do not want to use steam. You want to do a medium heat, no steam, and 4 minutes on each side. I lost myself. You guys didn't lose me, did you? Oh, did I not push that? Whoops. Brenda, you know what I think? I think that Marlo should make you one. Cheryl. Oh no, I didn't lose you. Okay. I'm like, what are you? What? I don't remember what question I asked. That happens to me a lot because I'm on a delay. Now my son Colin says that if I hooked my phone charger into my computer, it would be, I wouldn't have a delay, but I have my iPad and my phone at the same time. I mean, I guess I could do both of them, but I have to see. I don't know. Maybe I should. What, am I not pushing the start button, or is it going off and I'm talking and I don't hear the ding tell me that it was done? I have ink all over my arm. See? And that's how I always end up getting stuff all over the place. Is that I get it on my body parts, or I get it on my cords. And then I put my hands on the project, and then it goes on there. This is so pretty. I can't wait for you guys to see. Oh, I'm not pushing it. Were you yelling at me, Marlo? Push the button, push the button. All right, so this is very hot. Ow, I say it, yet I touch it anyway. I don't know where my string went that came with it, but I have twine, so I'm not worried about it. But we are gonna try to fix this P first. Now I have my almond, which I think might be close enough. I also, I thought I had fawn, but that's okay. So we're going to try and do this with almond. Cross your fingers. Oh, hi, Sandy. I didn't see Sandy come on. I think you guys can see people come on that I can't. All right. Well, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't have asked for a more perfect match to this canvas. How's that look? I love you guys. I love all of you. I'm so, like, it makes me so happy. You don't even know. It makes me so happy that, like, you guys stay and watch me for this long. Because I know you have other things to do. I mean, you can be spending time with your family unless you're sitting on the couch and, you know, your family is next to you. And they're watching too, or they're not watching. And they're just looking at you when you laugh randomly because something was funny. This normally works with this color. It'll work with black. It'll work with white a lot. I have a mustard color pillow that, you know, I've had to do. I'm telling you, I always get my ink on a project. Always. It's never not happened. And if it has happened, then it's like at the very end, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't get anything on it. And guess what? It happens. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're Funky Nana? I don't want to tell you what my kids call me. No, my kids don't call me anything bad. If they did. Oh, you're watching the Little League World Series, Cheryl? Do you know somebody that's in it, or you're just watching it because you like baseball, your significant other likes baseball, or your kid likes baseball? My mom used to actually go to the Little League World Series. She was president of the Little League in our town, so she used to go and watch. I can't wait to see it all together. That's cool. My brothers, I grew up watching my brothers play baseball. My brother, my oldest brother, not my oldest, the second oldest brother, actually went to the College World Series with his college. They came in second place. I grew up watching my brothers play baseball. The one who went to the College World Series, he was actually going to be drafted by the Toronto Blue Jays. And threw a ball. He was a pitcher, threw a ball, and tore his rotator cuff and could never play baseball again. So now he coaches he's a pitching coach for a college. I don't have any grandbabies. My kids are old enough to have kids, but they're not old enough to have kids, if you know what I mean. So my youngest is 18. Then I have a 19-year-old. He'll be, actually, my 18-year-old will be 19 in about a month and a couple days. My 19-year-old will be 20 in January. I don't know what happened to that. That's weird. I gave it a funky color. My daughter is 22. And my oldest is 24. He'll be 25 in 2 months. All right. Now for the revealing. Yeah, it is. But he was throwing 95 miles an hour as a freshman in high school, and his coach just overworked him. So it happens. But he loves coaching, so he's good. Why don't we have grandbabies first? Yeah, I know. Huh. That would be great. Then you could send them home So I tell my kids all the time, I can't wait for you to have kids so that I could take them, fill them up with sugar, and then send them back home to you. So what I'm doing is I have some twine. I'm putting the twine through the holes. There's only one set of holes. I'm just tying it at the end. And then this has little notches. I guess that can go. I think it's originally if you're going to pull it through. So that way, so we know this way. Well, actually, we got to put this on the top, not the bottom. You can't hang it from the bottom. Your son is 24, will be 25 in November, is not having any anytime soon. No girlfriend. Yeah, mine too. Aw. Yeah, my daughter does not want kids. She says that she cannot, she does not need to compete with anyone for attention. I think. But she's wonderful. So I think she'll have kids one day. We'll see. All right, so we're going to put this on. And again, these, oh, you can't see. I am so sorry, guys. These are magnetic. So you just put the canvas in there and then put this, nope, see, not being very smart. Marlo, you're not yelling at me that I need to put this on the other side. All right. All right, so I am going to turn I'm going to go to me. I'm going to turn, no, I'm not going to turn the camera around. But I am going to reveal it. Oh my goodness. That is so pretty. There we go. Can I get it? Isn't that pretty? Let me tilt a little more that way so you don't have that shining on the... I love it. Love it. Hi, Monica. So now I did this a little long. Whoops. I did this a little long. So all I really have to do is, oh, wait a second. Wait a second. So somebody may have to help me figure out how to do this. So this is kind of tilting. So the string needs to, you know what? I guess you're supposed to do it this way. No, because then you're going to have the string on the outside. You don't want the string on the outside. Right? We don't want that. Oh, you guys can't see. We don't want that to be seen on the outside. So I guess we're going to have to... Brenda, don't you worry. I'm going to have your address when you join on the 1st. We're going to figure this out together. So, all right. Are you supposed to maybe see the string on here? You know what? Let me just, why don't I just go to the website and see what it says? because that would be smart. Surfaces, details. Oh, and it doesn't have it hanging. Well, that's not cool. It doesn't show it hanging. It just shows a picture of it. Let me see. Chalk. Couture. Canvas. Banner. Let's see if we can find a picture of it. Yeah, nope, that didn't help me. Oh, here we go. Here's a picture. All right, now I get it. Unless you guys already got it. All right, so it does get tied here on the back. I'm just going to do the little knots again. Actually, I should make it the length that I want it because it's way too long. All right, so it does do it that way. And then it does go this way, but this part is on the back. This part is on the back, and it comes through here. And then this part is on the front. All right, so now we're going to turn this around. My iPad keeps, because my phone cord. All right, let's see. Let's try this again. Probably still a little long. So that's how it goes. So that you don't see anything. So there you go. That is our project for today. Does anyone have any questions before I go? Oh, yeah, Brenda, I guess it will. Trying to figure out why. I think it's from the heat press. Oh, you can't see. It's a little discolored, but you know, it's like when you iron something and it gets a little darker. And then you know, as it cools down, it goes away. So, oh well. All right, ladies, I am going to go. Have a very wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night. I will be here. It might be a little later tomorrow night because I do have to pick a friend up at the airport at 6:15. So it'll probably be a little later, but I will definitely see you guys tomorrow night. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.